I never thought a casual family cookout would spiral into a war with my HOA president, who banned my entire family from visiting. But when they targeted the son of a federal judge, they didn't expect him to flip the script and dismantle their control over our neighborhood. What would you do if someone tried to keep your family away? The smoky aroma of grilled ribs wafted through my backyard as my sister, Emily, laughed, watching her kids splash in the kiddie pool. After months apart, their weekend visit to my new home in Maple Grove Estates was pure joy. I moved here 4 months ago, charmed by the tidy lawns and quiet streets. No one mentioned Patricia Collins. "Excuse me, what's going on here?" A sharp voice sliced through the chatter. A woman in her late 50s, with sleek auburn hair and a starched blazer, stormed across my lawn, gripping a tablet like a gavel. "Just a family cookout," I said, flipping a burger. "I'm Michael Carter, new here. Can I help you?" Her eyes scanned Emily's kids. "Are these guests registered?" Emily shot me a puzzled look. "Registered?" I echoed. "They're my family, here for the weekend." Patricia's lips pursed. "I'm Patricia Collins, Maple Grove HOA president. Per our bylaws, all visitors must be registered 72 hours in advance." I chuckled, thinking it was a joke. Nobody mentioned that when I bought the place. "It's in the covenant you signed, Mr. Carter. Page 52, Bylaw 4.1. She snapped, pointing at Emily's SUV. "Unregistered guests, noise violations, and that vehicle's parked crooked." Emily stepped forward. "The kids are just playing. They're not loud." Patricia ignored her. "As HOA president, I enforce community standards. This is your first warning. 3 strikes mean fines." I set down my tongs. "Look, I didn't know. I'll register them Monday." Her smile was icy. "They must leave now and return after registration. Rules protect property values." My father, Judge Robert Carter, rose from his lawn chair. At 67, he radiated authority. "Patricia, is it?" "I'm Michael's father. Are you saying my grandchildren can't visit without paperwork?" Patricia faltered, then recovered. "Even judges follow HOA rules, sir. The covenant binds everyone." Dad's eyes narrowed. "Does it explicitly require family pre-approval?" She hesitated. "It covers all visitors." "I'll overlook this once, but register future guests." As she strutted off, Emily whispered, "Does she always patrol backyards?" I shrugged. "First time. Probably nothing." But the mood soured. My nephew Timmy asked if they'd be kicked out. I hugged him. "No way, buddy. She's just strict." That night, Dad sipped his coffee. "That woman mistakes control for power. Read your covenant, son." I brushed it off, but unease lingered. I didn't know Patricia had cameras at every entrance, or was already emailing her board about my defiant attitude. Emily's family left on Sunday. Monday, I found a warning on my door, 3 violations from the cookout. Next to it, a flyer crowned Patricia as the neighborhood 4th of July parade marshal. This was just the start. Mom's off-key, "Happy birthday," echoed as she carried a lopsided carrot cake into my kitchen. Dad trailed with a gift bag. Their surprise visit for my 36th birthday was a bomb after a rough week. "You didn't have to drive 4 hours," I said, touched. "Miss your birthday?" "Never." Mom grinned. We lounged on my porch, sipping lemonade, when a gray SUV circled the block thrice. "Lost driver?" Mom wondered. Then Patricia emerged with a wiry man in khakis and a woman with a severe bun. They marched over. "Michael Carter!" Patricia barked. "Identify those people on your porch." My jaw tightened. "My parents here for my birthday." The man, Harold Vance, HOA vice president, tapped his tablet. "No registration. Second violation." The woman, Clara Brooks, secretary, added, "We take security seriously." Mom blinked. "Security?" "We're his parents." Dad stood. "We met last month, Patricia. Robert Carter. Are these restrictions reasonable? Harold thrust a pink slip at me. $600 fine, due in 10 days. I gaped. $600 for my parents' visit? Patricia's voice dripped condescension. Second violations carry penalties, per Section 8. Rules apply to all. Dad took the slip. May I see the bylaw? Patricia smirked. This isn't your courtroom, Judge. We follow community rules. Harold snapped photos of Mom's car. Documentation, he said. Neighbors peeked from windows, then vanished. I'm sorry, I told my parents. Dad studied the fine. $600 for a family visit is excessive. Have you read the covenant? I hadn't, skimming it like most. This behavior escalates, he warned. The next morning, I visited my neighbor, Tom, a 5-year resident. Is the HOA always this crazy? Tom glanced around. It got bad when Patricia took over. The rules were lax before. I pressed. Anyone fight her? He lowered his voice. The Garcias tried when fined for their cousin's visit. Their trash wasn't picked up for weeks, and they got daily landscaping notices. That afternoon, a note in my mailbox, board meeting Tuesday, 7 p.m. Your presence is required. Patricia's handwriting. I called Dad. His tone shifted. Let's see what powers this HOA has under county law, and what they don't. An email hit my inbox, new HOA. Security measures, including visitor background checks, citing recent unauthorized guests. Another anonymous message followed, don't fight them. They win. My phone pinged, Tuesday's mandatory. Maple Grove felt like a prison. My phone jolted me awake at 5 a.m. Emily's voice trembled. Mike, my water broke. The baby's early. She and her husband, Greg, were staying over during their home remodel. I bolted to their room, helping Emily to my car as Greg grabbed their bags. She winced, clutching her belly. Breathe, I said. Hospital's 10 minutes away. As I reversed, headlights blinded me. Patricia's SUV blocked my driveway. She stepped out with Harold and 2 board members. Going somewhere with unregistered guests? She sneered, eyeing Emily, who groaned in pain. My sister's in labor, I yelled. Move your car. Patricia crossed her arms. You should have planned for emergencies. Greg pleaded. Our baby's coming early. Harold recorded us. More violations. I saw blood on Emily's seat. Call 911. I told Greg. Patricia's smirk wavered, but she didn't budge. Neighbors emerged, watching. Mrs. Evans, my neighbor, ran over. Patricia, she needs help. Stay out of this, Patricia snapped. 10 agonizing minutes later, paramedics arrived, maneuvering around her SUV. They rushed Emily to the ambulance. Patricia shouted, The board voted. Your unregistered guests are banned from Maple Grove. Mrs. Evans gasped. You can't ban family. Harold held up his tablet. Section 48.2, Emergency Powers. I faced Patricia. Move your car. She did, smugly. I sped to the hospital, shaking. Emily delivered a frail but stable girl. I called Dad, recounting everything. Silence. Text me their names and addresses, he said, icy. What's the plan? I asked. Nothing illegal, he replied. No one threatens my granddaughter. That night, Dad arrived at the hospital, all business. The county records show Maple Grove's HOA was improperly formed. Half their bylaws aren't filed, and Patricia's signing documents without legal title. Greg leaned in. Can that help? Dad nodded. It's a start. Harold's construction firm has an exclusive HOA contract, approved by his board. Dad's plan crystallized. Check your mailbox for a property tax notice. I frowned. Why? He smiled. Your taxes fund the county, which oversees HOAs. I know the oversight committee chair. Neighbors texted photos of Patricia and Harold setting up a visitor checkpoint, with cones. Dad's jaw tightened. Some of this is illegal. At the checkpoint, Harold stopped us. Your father needs to register. Dad leaned over. This road's public, maintained by county taxes. What's your authority? Harold stammered. HOA board. Dad cut in. Check your records. I have. We drove through. A certified HOA letter awaited, $2,000 fine for visitor violations, threatening a lien. Dad grinned. They've documented their overreach. Perfect. County vans rolled into Maple Grove at dawn, officials storming the HOA office. Mrs. Evans texted, Patricia's livid. I rushed outside. Neighbors gawked as Patricia argued with a county auditor, Karen Lee. You can't demand records! Patricia shrieked. Karen held up a warrant. County Code 44.8. We're auditing everything. Dad strolled up calm. Nice day, son. I stared. Did you do this? He shrugged. I called Judge Alvarez, oversight chair. Patricia spotted us, charging over. You did this, Judge! Dad smiled. If your records are clean, you're fine. Her face paled. Our lawyers will crush you. Dad's voice was steel. Your bylaws aren't even filed properly. By noon, rumors swirled, inflated fees, Harold's firm overcharging. A reporter, Lisa Grant, cornered me. Comment on the audit? My phone rang, Emily. The baby's oxygen dropped. She's in the ICU. I bolted, brushing off Lisa. Patricia smirked at my driveway. Visiting those banned relatives? I snapped, recording. My niece is in the ICU. Block me again, and every news outlet gets your name. At the hospital, Dad updated me. The audit found hidden accounts. Harold's firm tripled rates, and Patricia funneled funds to her cousin's company. Back home, an emergency HOA meeting packed the community center. Patricia's voice cracked. We're addressing concerns. A neighbor shouted. Why'd you give contracts to your friends? Another yelled. Why ban families? Chaos erupted. Lisa whispered. Care to comment? Patricia pointed at me. He and his judge father are outsiders ruining our values. I stood. I just wanted my family to visit. This is about accountability, not rules. Karen stepped in. We've frozen HOA funds and suspended the board for fraud. Gasps. Patricia fled. Rain battered the final meeting. Dad entered, folder in hand. Patricia shrieked. Residents only. Neighbor Sarah stood. We invited him. We're done with your bullying. Dad opened his folder. 5 years of records show $50,000 to Patricia's husband's firm. Harold's mug shattered. Public records, Dad said. Your landscaping project favored board properties. A resident yelled. Why'd you deny our park funds? Dad's voice boomed. This HOA breaks 18 state laws, targeting my son's family while ignoring others. Patricia lunged for the folder. Neighbors blocked her. Sarah moved to vote out the board. Patricia bolted, but Dad called. The fraud investigators outside. Weeks later, Patricia and Harold faced fraud charges. Patricia's plea exposed the developer kickback scheme across 15 communities. Maple Grove's new pool sparkled, funded by recovered funds. I was elected HOA president, rewriting rules, families welcome, always. What do you think? Was Patricia's reign pure malice, or did she believe she was protecting the community? Share your thoughts below, and tell us, where's the line between enforcing rules and abusing power? Like and subscribe for more stories of justice.